Welcome to Eljoe TV News Online. I'm your host, Kefas Stardom, and I'm power excited to introduce to you to our podcast program titled The Celebrity Gospel. And I'm here with
Eljoe Africa.
you're most welcome, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
It has been your day.
Cool.
Wow. You guess as if you're being busy or your day's been to choke.
I've been busy all day,
All
actually.
right, you're most
Yes.
welcome.
Thank you so much.
Actually, we have one, two, three things to ask about yourself. Sorry, tell us about yourself.
I hope it's going to be 1, 2, 3.
Anything you can say, go on.
All right, my name is Eljoe Africa. I'm a contemporary gospel musician, and I hail from Kaduna State. I'm a Kanunkom by tribe,
Wow.
and then I'm a Christian.
That's
I'm a
cool.
Christian.
And as I've been a gospel artist,
Yeah.
are you into another thing?
Yeah, I'm a civil servant.
Wow.
And then I'm into fashion. Yes, and then musician.
Wow. Are you trying to say the things that I usually see you putting on? You're the one who.
Yeah, I do them myself.
Wow, that's awesome.
Hmm.
Now you're one person but have three things doing.
Yeah, but it's not easy actually.
Do I know? Sure,
Yes.
sure.
It's not easy.
All right, the question gonna goes to you now. Sorry, you say you're a musician, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, at this point, how did you find yourself into music? As in, how did you find yourself into music?
I didn't find it as difficult as it should be, because I grew up being an artist.
Wow.
I love artistry. So I found myself creating things. I started from painting right from my childhood actually. So, painting is art.
Sure.
So all of these things, I found myself doing them, and as such, music was not a thing of difficulty to start with. So music was an easy thing for me to just know how to shift into. So music is cool with me.
Okay, even when you're doing the artwork, you're
Yeah.
still having the passion of music.
Fashion, yeah.
Like the whole thing is having like a transition from the artwork
Yes.
down to the music.
More like that, yes.
And from the music himself, function.
Yes.
And now God has helped you. Now you're a civil servant.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks.
4 in 1. Are you still onto that artwork?
Yeah, if I have chance, I can venture into that. I still have it up here because I'm still in the art.
Okay.
Music is art. The fashion itself is an art. So I think that aspect too has not been showcased, because I've been paying attention to the music basically, and the art and the fashion. So that aspect has been a little bit dormant, but I so much believe that I can sprout it with time. If I'm given opportunity, I can create some things and do some things like that.
Wow.
Yes.
From being an art person, I guess probably you must be doing one or two things, probably a kind of crafts. And I think maybe from there you can as well into switch, or you can as well move into circular, or maybe something that you see it's happening within the
Circular
kind
in what
of-
sense? Like,
probably okay, fine. I'm just imagining you being a musician
mm,
and as well a gospel artist, right?
yes, yes.
So I was just thinking, you being artist man, probably from doing such, you can have this thought of being into circular kind of music. But you rather choose, or sorry, you choose not to be into circular,
Mhm.
but you prefer that of the gospel. So I was just being this curious and marvelous. How were you able to like inspire or get yourself into gospel instead of that of the circular?
It's not hard. I grew up in a Christian home. That's one of the advantage I have to venture into gospel music. I grew up in a Christian home. I found myself going to church until when I finally have this conviction that I can still hold up to that. So doing music as a gospel musician is not a hard thing for me. I knew God. I knew what it says.
Mm,
I knew His commandment,
mm.
what He expected of me. So I put them into song. So living the life as a musician or as a gospel musician is not a hard thing for me to do, because it's a lifestyle for me. Yeah.
That's cool. I know you've been working with a lot of producers.
Sure.
Wow. Now, if you're being asked, can you tell the numbers of the producer you work with?
Yes, they are not much, because I'm kind of curious about who
Sound.
to handle my sound to.
Yeah.
You understand?
There must
So
be a
if
signature.
not, they would have been uncountable.
Sure, there must be a
But
signature.
There
Sure.
will be somebody. I'm trusting my sound to somebody. I must be sure that that person is going to give me what I have imagination about the sound. So I work with some couple of musicians and producers, and the likes of, I have worked with Cop G.
Wow.
Yeah, I've worked with Cop G way long back then. So I've worked with Mr. Dams too.
Okay.
That's way long too. And then I worked with the Geeks.
Wow.
The Geeks, the Blessed Finger. The guy is
Yeah.
good.
Sure.
So I work with the Geeks, and the legendary April too is one of his. April is my friend, happens to be my friend. So
Oh, you guys have
we
been
started
together.
up together before he could become
What he
them.
is
Yeah,
today.
so we started up together. He's a very good musician before he
Okay.
switched.
Okay,
So-
at the moment he's not into music anymore, except the production
Just
aspect.
he held on to that. Yes.
Okay. Now, notwithstanding, let me just let my viewers out there to be in suspense. We're going to go on break. Please don't touch that. Welcome back to our program, The Gospel Celebrity. And I'm here with one and only Eljoe, the youngest artist who has been in Kaduna State and traveled far away. And I believe you enjoy his song, the song he just ministered not too long ago. And what do you have to say about the song? Viewers are there. I'm going to let you be to discuss on the song, of which I know in the GF we're going to discuss much about that. Back to you, Mr. Eljoe. Sorry, we are talking about the producer you work with. And from the producer you work with, among them, who do you think is the best for you that you feel you want to work more with them or with him?
Okay. Working with them is not a coincidence. It's something that I have assurance of what they can offer. So working with them is not a competition. I'm not trying to gauge their abilities.
Oh,
We all know that they have different abilities in approach of songs.
Sure.
So that is why I was able to reach out to them in that ability. That this person can give me this sound. It's intentional. So they are the best of their kind in dealing with the songs I give them.
Okay.
So they are the best of their kind.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Though from what you said, I'm almost mistaken. Probably you might have one person you feel is the best for you because you list them out like there. I think there should be 3 or 4 thereabout.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So once somebody is having numbers of people who are working with, there must be somebody who you feel okay. This person is the best.
Yeah.
But I believe from your song, there are songs in which you're doing. There must be one that you want this particular producer to handle.
do. Yeah, definitely.
That's awesome.
Definitely.
That's awesome. Sorry, for you being an artist, single artist, were you into group from the onset or did you start it as a single artist?
It started from a group.
Okay.
Yeah, we started way back. I can't remember because it's been ages. Hey,
Wow.
from childhood actually. We
Yeah.
started then. It was around 2002, 3, 4, 5, 6, and
7,
here.
8.
You understand? So we started this thing as a group. Way back in school, there's this group in school that you will engage yourself in.
Yeah.
And then once you come back home, you still find that 1 or 2 people in that group are still in your neighborhood.
Yeah, sure.
And then from there, you continue with something like, it happens to me with Jerry K, one of us, Jerry K. We started like this, and when we came back home, already we were together with April, and then we have this notion that let's continue this thing like this. So we called ourselves together. Why not let's do this thing? When we start singing together, there's this harmony we give, and we continue with that spirit that we are now called the priest. So in that era,
The priesthood.
the priest, just the priest. So we are 3, and we start singing. And
How many of you? You and who is it?
me, April, and Jerry K.
Wow.
So that's the 3 of us. So these 3 guys, or these 2 guys, are phenomenal. They are very intelligent when it comes to music. So I'm the least amongst them. So working with them sharpens me the more. So I call them my mentors because these guys sharpens me until when we met VI. You know, Phil I is a producer. I forgot to mention him. He's among those people I worked
Yeah,
with.
sure.
And he's not only a musician or a producer, he's like a mentor. Because there was this thing he pointed for us to see, even before we could even realize. As musicians, if you want to grow to this height, this is what you should do. And he gave us these instructions. So these are the things we do. It was in the process of this group we met Phil I. And Phil I accepted us like a coach. Not as a coach, but
Sorry.
those things he was telling us were what we should consider in our group, as part of our groups.
Okay. So when you guys were together with April and Kiki, what?
Jerry K.
Jerry K, sorry. Was April a producer then?
He wasn't.
He wasn't.
It was in
The
this
coming
process
of-
we met Phil I, and Phil I, we got his love, and he called us and said, hey, he has never seen young guys like this. So what I would do is I will invest in you guys.
Wow.
I'll have to do something to you guys that if I'm not around today,
Sure.
I'll still be part of you. He said we should go. I will call you guys. That was where he called April and said, come, let me teach you production. April came and met us with joy. Hey, Pilaya Kirani. And then
Are you trying to tell me? Are you trying to tell me? April.
Yeah.
He was Phil I. He
Yes.
was the one who taught
April, yes, from nothing.
Production.
April did not know anything about production.
Really?
Yes, and he had passion that if he could have an opportunity like that, Zay is a man producer, but we never thought of we never thought dream of being a producer.
Yeah.
So until when Phil I said something that we did not even understood from the beginning, that he said he was going to do something to us. He's going to impact. He likes to be impactive. English.
Sure,
He likes to.
That's
That's what he said. He wants to do that. And then at the end of the day, when we left, April came to my house with joy. Filaya Kirani.
Yeah.
Production. And then and then we tried again to meet our friend in around this Sabo side.
Yeah,
Jerry King went to his house. Filaifa.
This
This is how the journey of being a producer started.
Wow. From being the group himself, was there any challenge among you guys? Like having a conflict? Like
No, we were tactical about having such kind of problem, because when we realize that we are growing and we have our own kind of craft, we have our mindset of being a musician, so we did not allow a group stuff to hinder the groups. We sat down, we called ourselves back again and said, okay, we are still together. Since we are still together, you can continue as a musician, as a single artist. You can continue. But if it's called for anything, let's come together and do something. But you can go, and that's where we understood, and then everybody now face his calling very well.
Wow, what
So
a
that's-
mature understanding.
That is it.
That's cool. That's cool. I'm sorry. Are this now at the moment as a single artist, do you have any challenges, like challenges within you, or you feel there's this challenge you're facing?
Yeah, there's big challenge.
What are the
Plenty
challenges?
challenge.
What are the challenges?
Is funding. You know, sometimes I have so many imaginations of how I want to deliver what I have. When I turn to see that this thing can't be achieved with just mere things I have around, it has to involve money. So looking at my income and the things I do, music is so big that I cannot just carry the whole thing and give to music, sending down Zona. So it's been a challenge for me that I want to do this thing. There's this thing in me that I want to come out and offer to the people, but lack of funding to this music is one of the major things I've ever faced in my life. That if I can have a finance to push this music, send down crossing Kafaga,
Sure.
Zona, and then Nijeko in Tawaka. So music is funding is a problem for me till date, because a lot of us tend to act as if we are okay, but we are not okay. So the truth of the matter, so as long as Mamu could a problem then.
Sure.
And why to some people money is not their problem. Some people will tell you that money is not my problem. That's where they will use their money and showcase what they have. My friend used to tell me that, okay, there's no bad music. Say the music in a bit, you could diva. Nyam pumping me could see choir dish is that me kuagari. And you see a music that is not worth listening to. And masabu da
Like a
pumping nashi da
okay,
kudi.
yeah,
You will see that song go
explode,
yeah, that song will just pick. So money, a lot of good songs suffer because there's no money
sure
to push
sure.
it.
Yeah, sure.
To push it. That's why some people marvel at the end of the day. Say, what am I thinking?
Yeah.
That is it. So if I have money, I wasn't creating stage now and see in program now. And see, I will just create a stage, a professional stage, and then people will just be looking at me. That's what I want to do and give to people. But lack of funding.
Don't worry, the money will come soon.
You
have a big dream. So let's use this avenue to tell your viewers out there and your fans. You can as well, I believe there are one person or two person I wish to help out. You can as well give them your account number.
Okay.
You can tell them and your account number, everything, your details.
Then you
can go on and tell them. Anyone that wishes to help, you can as well do that.
Okay.
But don't forget, get the money reaches you.
Yes,
tell them.
All right. My account number is 0052245 Access.
Again.
0052245 I'm shy.
So he's a shy type. Please, in case you have a mind of helping, you can as well do so. You know, like he said, he has so many things to do, but lack of funds, of which I believe that I want two person out there that can be of help to him, or his fans that are looking forward to meet him. This is an avenue that you can have his account number, which you have said it already. Please do all you could do. And at this moment, we're going to go on break, but we'll be back at the moment.
I'm your host, Kefas Mendes Adam, and I'm power excited to introduce to you our program titled The Gospel Celebrity. This platform brings you up close and personal with a plethora of gospel artists, including Friday Jibo, Palm Monday, Pastor Chooks Jokes, Ben Priest, Mr. Dams, Eljoe, and many more. But that's not all. We also feature gospel comedians, respected clergymen of God, and tackle pressing issues that affect our nation today. So be sure to join us regularly on Eljoe TV News Online for inspiring content and insightful discussion. I'm your host, Kefas Mendes Adamu, and I look forward to connect with you on Eljoe TV News Online. I still remain your host. So don't forget, we air this program every Friday by 9 p.m. This is a program that impacts you and our nation today. Be with us on Eljoe TV.
Eljoe TV, know it as an unfold.
Welcome back to our program, The Celebrity Gospel. And again, I'm still with my humble lover friend and a brother once again, and the president of Eljoe.
Yeah, it's me, yeah.
All right, Mr. Eljoe. I'm sorry. You said you listed your producers, and from all the producers you work with, have you ever have any challenge with them? Like, most time people complain about being this producer is this hard. This producer don't like collecting instrumental payments. This producer is this. I don't know if you come across such. You might find out that okay, fine. There are some certain producers they have a protocol. Before working with them, they will tell you must do this, you must do that, you must do this. I know.
Yes.
You've been working with them, so you should know one or two things. I don't know if you encounter such.
No.
You've not.
I've never.
All right. Do you think, even if you've not, have you had, or probably having somebody who encounters such problem with a producer?
No. My circle of musician friends are capable to maintain this kind of relationship that money cannot be a problem. But except I can see where a producer can even call them and say, come, let's do this thing. I know you don't have this thing, but zoom me.
Based on how
they saw the thing they have. So these are the things I've been seeing around, not the other way around.
Wow.
Yes.
Awesome. I wish all of them are like that.
I wish.
Yeah, sure. Because from the numbers of the ones you work with, I believe you must give an account of how good they are.
Yeah.
Because you've been singing songs of praise with their names on your lips, so I believe they are all good.
They are good.
All right, that's cool. Now you've been singing. I know you have much number of songs.
Yeah, I have.
From your songs now, which one do you feel is your favorite?
My favorite song. All of them are my favorites.
Wow.
Anytime I can just pick anyone and start, and then I'll do my devotion and that's all. Sometimes I prefer ministering to myself.
Mm.
If I minister to myself, I'll just keep my phone in my room and play and then watch again. And play and watch again. And I'll be blessed, and that's all.
Yeah.
And then anything I'll do out there is just like I'm just resounding what I've been doing. So singing my songs, any from the first track to the last, and the ones that I will be producing, they are all the best for me.
But there's this thing, I don't know, maybe it's your kind of person. Sometimes you're being invited to a program, you don't mostly sing that song which people are expecting you to sing.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. You end up singing another different song, like, you know. I know most time people always believe, okay, fine, you're being invited to a program, they want to play it like the real one from the CD himself.
Yes, yes.
But they will discover you playing live and you're not singing that same song, you're singing
Yeah,
another
another
different
song.
song. So I don't know, why did you choose to, or you're coming out in a different kind of form?
You know,
It's the kind of your unique style.
I don't even know why I'm doing like that.
Wow.
And one of the things I want is the kind of artist I turn out to be, or the kind of musician I'm turning out to be, is not fitting into those things. People are expecting this thing from you, and then I don't want to give them the regular bread. I will turn them to this way and give them another thing. But I don't like saying, if I go to a program and the people there don't know that I'm here because of, this is the writer of Kamarka, I cannot come and introduce myself that I'm the writer of Kamarka. I will just keep that notion. Since they didn't invite me for that,
yes,
let me do another thing. So I don't want to come as if the praise is for me. So that I need a Kamarka, and then at the end of the day.
Sorry, you're talking about Kamarka. Which song is that, Kamarka?
Okay, it's one of my songs that I have more listener with. The song is one of the engaging songs among my songs from the listeners. So Kamarka is one of the most famous songs in my album. Yes. So if I am invited to a program like this, if the convener of the program did not tell them the image of the person that is here, I cannot come and explain to them, because I don't have time to explain to you who I am. But if you are inviting me because there's something I carry and you want to listen to me, please pay attention. I will give you that. I can end up to sing that song, but I will not tell you I'm the one that sang it.
But you know, there are some set of people who might, who invite you to their church. Now the thing is, they are inviting you because of that very song.
Yeah.
Now they might like you to sing the song, but because of the fact that you just come into the church and you feel your spirit is being led to sing another different song. Do you know at times they will ask you to sing that same song again?
Yeah, it happens to me on a different occasion. Let me tell you, if a corporate organization or a church invites me because they want me to sing Kamarka and they are not specific, they didn't tell me, I will not come and sing Kamarka because I want to get their attention. Because your first hit song gives you room to connect with people. That's how it does. So your song goes before you and create a room. But if the person who invites me did not tell them that this person is this person,
you don't.
I cannot do you that thing. I will have, because I told you already, my songs all are my favorite. I can pick anyone and make it be your favorite too. Except in the notion that and then they are expecting it that I will sing it for them.
That's nice. At this point, you know, a lot of your friends who are out there, they don't know you as a person, but they know the song. Yeah. So I wouldn't mind if you can as well sing the song to your fans out there. Maybe within 1, 2, 3 seconds, 3, 4, 5, 10 seconds.
Somebody, the guitar. All right. Thank God I'm here with my guitar. Koda dunia tekini inasoiza makamarka. Koda dunia tekini inasoiza makamarka. Kaine alana mera yes inaso zama kamarka. Kaine Inaso zama kamar ka, inaso zama kamar ka, zama kamar ka, zama kamar ka. Koda duniya take ni, ina son zama kamar. Can you sing again with me? Kaine, inaso, that's a song.
Hello, viewers out there and Mr. Eljoe friends. I believe you guys out there, you'll be moved with the song, and I'm also being touched myself right here. And this is something I believe, even if you don't have a connection with God at this moment, you are going to have a very good, solid connection with God. Once again, Mr. Eljoe, you're most welcome to our studio.
Thank you so much.
And again, I love this song seriously. So you've been singing this song, and actually, I believe many of your fans out there, they know the song, but they don't know you in person. So this is an avenue where you are being able to come across. Also, you're being able to come across to know who this person is.
Yeah.
So my fans out there, there's an opportunity. In case you don't know, like he said from the onset, he said he need the funds to help himself. So you can as well from this song, you can as well contribute what you feel you can do to him. But please don't forget, this one you get to remember us in your kingdom.
Ke kuma ki waje hakura wai ga kenan yar baby, yes baby manya ina ruwan sugar mummy, sugar nonsense aba riska. My name is Eljoe Africa. I want you, all the viewers out there, to always tune into or onto the Elenza TV. Subscribe, follow, share every content, and always wait for new content because you won't get exhausted.
Once again, we here with
Eljoe Africa.
Eljoe Africa, the one and only Eljoe Africa.
Yeah.
Eljoe Africa, I'm sorry, you sing and I love your song and I enjoyed everything about you. Sorry if you have been asked or you within yourself you feel maybe you want to feature an artist. I don't know. Who did you feel or you choose or you want to, like, you feel it's best for you?
Okay, first I have to consider an artist that will suit the kind of song I want to collaborate with him. So collaboration has to be tactical. Yes, if I have opportunity today or with time I know I'm going to feature them, those ones I want. I have this G-Wills. G-Wills is a very, very crazy musician. That musician is he cannot estimate him. So you cannot say this is G-Wills. G-Wills is dynamic. So I love his kind of music. I love his kind of play. So these are kind of people I will want to work with in my next pursuit. And the likes of Solomon Lange too. Yeah. I can feature him too. I want to feature him in one of my music. I would like to collaborate with those people.
Okay.
And a lot of musicians and the collaboration has to come from most of those people I want to collaborate with. They are from the north. Yes, there's a lot. Why I want to do that is because there's a lot to do in the north. There's a lot to do in the north musically, missionary field, and otherwise. It has to do pertaining the kingdom. So there's a lot to be done here in the north. So that's why I feel these key people and others that I'm yet to meet again, I will want to collaborate with as many as I can to see that I will have to hit these things.
You listen to it, people.
Yes.
Now you said who again?
I said Solomon Lange. G-Wills. That's a 3. Sorry.
Okay, 2, right?
Yeah.
I guess 2.
Yes.
Solomon Lange, G-Wills.
any other person that I'm yet to meet. You understand? So there are a lot of people I will want to collaborate with. Maybe time has not permitted me to see them, or the kind of song has not yet come to consider them.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Though I know in due course you meet them in Jesus'
definitely.
name.
Amen.
Because this is your dream,
Mm.
of which I know you've been working on your dream.
Mm.
So automatically it's going to come around.
Yeah.
You know, whatever you seek upon, so shall you come.
Sure.
So one thing about this again, I love your passion and I love your spirit. Though you listed name of people you wish to
Mm.
feature, of which I need to come to pass, like his word. Now, do you have one or two words to tell the young coming up artists? And I believe you have a lot of people who look up to you as a role model.
Yes.
You know, even you yourself, I know you have a model. But aside that, I know you have numbers of persons who look up to you as a role model.
Mm.
Do you have anything to tell them in things to do to engage into their music career, to be their dreams is to be even more than you. Though they want to be like you,
Mm.
but I believe you as a father, you pray for them to be even much more than you, much better than you. So,
Yeah, I have a lot to tell them. To be consistent in their calling, in their dealings, and to be intentional on what they want to do. And then secondly, I want to let them know that there's no small Jesus, there's no big Jesus. As long as we are preaching the message of God, we are all the same. It's just the musical terminology that makes some people bigger or higher than any other person. But according to the kingdom of God, we are innocent. We are innocent. So whether big or small, we are children of God. So I want them to just keep their calling ablaze. Let them not sleep. Let them work hard. Work hard. Not only working hard on music, also working hard. As they are working out on music, be working out on knowing the word of God, because that's what we are singing. Because we tend to just study the music, know the music, and forget about the word. Kagani. So the thing here, I'm trying to urge you all out there, that are the viewers and people who aspire to be more and more, you should put the word of God first.
Thank you, Eljoe.
Now,
Thank you, Eljoe, Africa.
Yes.
Viewers out there, we've come to the end of this program, of which I believe you had from his opinion and the things you want to know. This is Mr. Eljoe himself, Eljoe, Africa.
Yes.
The only Eljoe, Africa.
Look at him.
So don't forget, be with us on the next episode. We out of the studio.